Whether you call them potty pads, puppy pads, training pads, or pee pads, these absorbent sheets have become an invaluable part of the puppy training process. Effective potty training relies on teaching your dog consistent habits. The right puppy pad not only enables positive habits during housebreak training but also makes cleanup as simple as throwing out the pad and replacing it with a new one. There are numerous options for cheap dog and puppy pee pads, each with unique features, advantages, and costs. I conducted a ton of research, read a ton of reviews, and put up a list of the top affordable dog and puppy pee pads from trustworthy manufacturers to help you make an informed choice. Following extensive investigation, I discovered that these products are quite beneficial for persons like you. If you want to know about the price and other information, be sure to check my description. So without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Number 1. Bulldogology Premium Puppy Pee Pads. We have no reservations about recommending Bulldogology puppy training pads. They are incredibly absorbent and hold multiple cups of liquid without spilling a drop. They are also durable and didn't tear or get weighed down when we used a combination of liquid and solid materials to test their strength. Plus, all four corners of each pad have an optional adhesive tab. The sticker-like area helps keep the pad in place, which is great if you have a dog that likes to paw at the pad before doing their business. At times we found a slight bit of the adhesive tab would rip off the pad and remain on wood flooring, but it is easily removed. Bulldogology Premium Puppy Training Pads combine several layers of material designed to absorb liquids and pull them into the center of the pad, including an outer attractant fabric layer and another layer that keeps scents locked in. But it's the superabsorbent polymer, SAP, at the center of the pad that most effectively absorbs and retains liquids, transforming a powder into a gel that won't release liquid back onto your floor or hands. We assessed puppy pads using several tests and 5 different metrics, rating each for its effectiveness, durability, scent, and how well it absorbs scents, how easy they are to clean up, and the product's overall value. In our evaluation, Bulldogology puppy training pads received a perfect score in every category except overall value, since they are more expensive than several other training pads we recommend. Number 2. Best Washable Improvia Washable Underpads. Improvia's washable underpads are reusable, come in 3 sizes, and can be machine washed up to 500 times. We found the small size, 18 by 24 inches, to be an excellent fit for a pet carrier, like the hard-sided PetMate carrier, or pet stroller, and the medium or large pads, 34 by 26 and 34 by 52 inches, respectively, to be well suited for covering larger areas on the floor. Depending on the size you need, the pads are sold individually and as a pack of 10. They are made out of polyester and rayon that quickly absorbs liquids and leaves a dry surface within 10 minutes. The pads don't have much of a barrier along the perimeter, so there's always the possibility that the pad might be a little soggy when you pick it up, but the liquid won't leak through the pad. They are suitable for dogs with sensitive skin and unscented. Number 3. Best Budget Glad for Pets Activated Carbon Training Pads. While not quite the cheapest pads we tested, there's no better budget pick than Glad for Pets Activated Carbon Training Pads, which are not only affordable but also among the most effective potty pads we tested in both our lab and in a real home. We tested the Glad for Pets training pad with 3 cups of vinegar and water. The floor beneath stayed dry and the pads successfully retained the moisture in their center, so the paper margins also stayed dry, making it easy to throw out and replace a pad without getting puppy pee on your fingers. Downsides were minor, though the Glad for Pets potty pads did take a little longer to absorb liquid than our top picks. Plus, the top layer was thin enough that some of the sticky gel squeezed through when pressed with a finger. Of course, no one other than a product tester is likely to press their finger into the center of the wet puppy pad. The Glad for Pets training pads also incorporate activated carbon for better smell absorbency. While we didn't see a noticeable improvement in overall absorbency over non-charcoal pads, none of our testers could smell any of the vinegar we used. Our at-home tester preferred the dark coloring of these pads, and they have no complaints after 3 months of use. Number 4. Best for Large Dogs 4-Paws Wee Wee Pee Pads. The 4-Paws Wee Wee gigantic pads measure 27.5 by 44 inches, providing substantially more surface area than almost any other disposable training pad. Our best scented pick from Frisco offers a giant size in the same dimensions. For dogs that are big even as puppies, like St. Bernards, Great Pyrenees, and Newfoundlands, these larger pads can help to prevent a leak while they practice their aim. During tests in our New York lab and in a real home, we found the 4 Paws pads to perform just as well as our other favorites, with the quilted lining ensuring that the floor beneath the pad stays dry, even after multiple cups of liquid have been spilled. The wee gigantic pads have a generous paper margin, so you won't get your fingers wet, and the extra surface area helped the wee pad soak up 5 cups of liquid without ever feeling waterlogged. The main downside to the wee gigantic pads is the price. We could find the pads only available through online retailers in packages of 8 or 18, without an option for the bulk packaging that brings down the per pad price of many of our other favorite brands. Number 5. Best of the rest IMMCute pee pads. We tested 20 puppy pee pads in total, and while the IMMCute dog pee pads were not our favorite for any particular category, they were still one of our highest rated training pads. Check out these training pads if other recommendations on this list don't fit your specific needs. We found them to be an especially good alternative to the Amazon Basics dog and puppy pads, which we also tested. While the Amazon Basics scored on the upper end of our test and are perfectly usable pee pads, we found them to be less absorbent than our recommended picks, getting waterlogged to the point that it was hard to pick them up without getting our hands a little wet. The IMMCute pads are similar, with a similar price, but held up better in our tests. We still found the floor completely dry beneath after letting liquid soak into the pads. Plus, there was no runoff when we lifted the pads and the paper margins stayed dry, so we never had to get our fingers wet. The IMMCute pee pads are available in packs in multiple sizes and configurations. That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification. To get more information or if you want to know product price, please check my description. For any kind of problem, please comment below to help you further. Life is short, so enjoy every bit of your life with our cool products, as it's going to make your life much easier. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.